Hello, brothers. I leave for your consideration my comments for this week's spiritual gems, which may serve as a guide in the midweek meeting. I begin by reading this week's verse, which says, I put you under oath, O daughters of Jerusalem. By the gazelles and the does of the field, do not try to awaken or arouse love in me until it feels inclined. Very good. Now we begin with the first question, which says, why are the daughters of Jerusalem put under oath by the gazelles and the works of the field? In the song, gazelles and does picture grace and beauty. The Shulamite appeals to what is recognized as noble and attractive to obligate the court ladies. She is, in effect, binding them by everything they consider lovely, so they will not push her into romance before its proper time. This teaches Jehovah's people to respect godly boundaries. In the organization of Jehovah, we wait on Him, cultivate self-control, and refuse to awaken love before its season. Loyal love is not coerced. A faithful servant safeguards hearts, honors headship, and lets affection grow within Jehovah's arrangement and timing. Now we move on to the next question. What spiritual gems from this week's Bible reading would you like to share? Song of Solomon 3:1. Upon my bed during the nights I sought the one I love. I sought him, but I did not find him. Longing in the night reveals a heart fixed on one person, not many. Spiritually, our deepest hours expose what we truly love. A loyal servant yearns for closeness with Jehovah, prayer, study, and service, especially when comfort is absent. Such yearning anchors faith when emotions fluctuate. When we do not find Jehovah's favor immediately, we don't give up. We persist, trusting His timing. This builds spiritual stamina and trains the heart to seek Him first. In seasons of silence, we keep worship steady, confident that Jehovah draws close to those who keep seeking Him. Song of Solomon 3:2. I will arise and roam the city. In the streets and in the public squares, let me seek the one I love. I sought him, but I did not find him. She moves from private longing to purposeful action. Likewise, faith rises from bed to streets, meetings, ministry, shepherding. Jehovah blesses seekers who act. We don't wait for feelings to change. We obey first. Action clears foggy emotions and positions us to receive Jehovah's direction. Even diligent effort may not yield instant results. Not finding Him tests motives. We keep serving, not for quick relief, but to honor Jehovah. Perseverance proves that love is covenantal, not transactional. Such steadfastness allows Jehovah to refine desire and align it with His righteous standards. Song of Solomon 3:3. The watchmen making their rounds in the city found me. Have you seen the one I love? Watchmen represent structure and care. In Jehovah's organization, elders help sincere seekers. Humbly asking preserves safety and speeds recovery when we feel distant. Seeking counsel is not weakness. It's mature loyalty to Jehovah's arrangement that guards us from the terrors of the night. A teachable question, have you seen, keeps pride from isolating us. Jehovah often answers through shepherds who know the flock. Accepting guidance, counsel, and scriptural reminders lets us find our beloved again. Restoring peace. Community care reflects Jehovah's loving oversight over those who want to remain faithful. Song of Solomon 3:4. Scarcely had I passed by them when I found the one I love. I held on to him. I would not let him go until I brought him into my mother's house, into the interior room of her who conceived me. She clings once found. Spiritually, when we regain closeness with Jehovah, we tighten our grip. Regular meetings, study, prayer. Bringing Him home pictures, making worship intimate and central. Faith moves truth from public squares into our most private rooms and routines, securing lasting closeness. Not letting go protects against relapse. We guard new warmth through boundaries that honor headship and holiness. In a safe, pure interior room, love matures under Jehovah's care. This teaches us to keep our heart a sanctuary where compromise is excluded and loyalty is nurtured daily. Song of Solomon 3:5. I put you under oath, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelles and the does of the field. Do not try to awaken or arouse love in me until it feels inclined. Godly love respects timing. Pressuring romance invites harm. Jehovah's standards protect dignity, peace, and future joy. Self-control honors headship and keeps courtship clean. Beauty is safest within Jehovah's timing, where motives are tested and affection grows without manipulation or haste. This oath forms a boundary for peers. We help one another obey Jehovah by resisting gossip, matchmaking pressure, or teasing that stirs feelings prematurely. Congregation culture should safeguard hearts so that love awakens when Jehovah's will and circumstances align, producing joy and lasting integrity. Song of Solomon 3:6. What is this coming up from the wilderness like columns of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense, with all the fragrant powders of a merchant? From wilderness to fragrance, Jehovah can transform barren seasons into worship that rises like incense. Trials refine devotion, making praise weighty and pure. When we keep serving in dry times, our perseverance becomes a pleasing aroma to Jehovah, witnessed by all who observe. Fragrance suggests preparation. Daily habits, study, prayer, ministry, blend like spices over time. The faithful servant doesn't seek instant scent. He patiently layers obedience. In due course, Jehovah makes our life a testimony, drawing others from spiritual deserts toward the hope we openly display. Song of Solomon 3:7. Look, it is the couch belonging to Solomon. 60 mighty men surround it, of the mighty men of Israel. Royal protection around the couch hints at security in Jehovah's arrangement. His kingdom provisions are guarded. Likewise, shepherds and mature publishers form a spiritual perimeter that protects worship and rest, allowing families to thrive in peace as they honor Jehovah's sovereignty. The number and might of the guards underscore vigilance. We keep spiritual defenses active, conscience trained, devices filtered, routine steady, so rest is safe. True peace is not passive, it is protected. Under Jehovah's oversight, organized care keeps the congregation calm and confident. Song of Solomon 3:8. All of them armed with a sword, all trained in warfare, each with his sword at his side to guard against the terrors of the night. Night terrors symbolize subtle threats, doubts, temptations, fear. Training matters. We keep the sword of God's word ready, not shelved. A prepared heart answers lies quickly. The organization equips us through meetings so every servant can guard his mind when darkness presses in. Swords at his side implies accessibility. Scriptures must be near, memorized, bookmarked, practiced in prayer. Readiness prevents panic. When temptation strikes, we respond with truth, not delay. Such alertness honors Jehovah and proves that disciplined study produces practical protection at critical moments. Song of Solomon 3:9. It is the royal litter of King Solomon that he made for himself from the trees of Lebanon. A crafted litter reflects intentional preparation for union. Jehovah's arrangement for marriage is dignified, not careless. We treat courtship as holy stewardship, building with durable Lebanon materials, trust, honesty, spiritual goals, so the relationship can carry the weight of a lifetime. For himself highlights ownership and responsibility. Each servant builds his character personally before seeking romance. We can't borrow someone else's maturity. By cultivating spiritual strength now, we prepare a stable litter that will carry both hearts honorably before Jehovah. Song of Solomon 3:10. Its pillars he made of silver, its supports of gold, its seat is of purple wool, its interior was lovingly decorated by the daughters of Jerusalem. Noble materials suggest purity, value, and royalty. Spiritual relationships need precious qualities: loyalty, humility, truth. Lovingly decorated shows the congregation's role in encouraging clean, honorable unions. Healthy community culture beautifies commitments, reinforcing Jehovah's standards with joyful support. Seats and supports matter. So do routines. Couples thrive when meetings, ministry, and prayer are built in like pillars. Congregational encouragement cushions hardship and keeps love aligned with kingdom priorities, ensuring honor to Jehovah in both ceremony and daily life. Song of Solomon 3:11. Go out, O daughters of Zion, gaze at King Solomon wearing the wedding crown his mother made for him on the day of his marriage, on the day of his heart's rejoicing. A public gaze invites joyful witness. Marriage, honored under Jehovah, becomes a testimony to the congregation. Crowns symbolize responsibility embraced, not merely celebration. True joy flows when roles are accepted according to Jehovah's headship arrangement, producing peace and dignity. His mother links heritage and training. Families and the congregation help prepare sons and daughters to wear covenant crowns well, teaching modesty, industriousness, and spiritual focus from youth equips them for rejoicing that lasts beyond a day. Lifelong fidelity under Jehovah's favor. Song of Solomon 4:1. Look, you are beautiful, my beloved. Look, you are beautiful. Your eyes are those of doves behind your veil. Your hair is like a flock of goats streaming down the mountains of Gilead. Repeated affirmation models dignifying speech. In Jehovah's people we build up, not flatter, by highlighting clean qualities. Dove-like eyes reflect peace and purity. Modesty, the veil, and inner calm are attractive to Jehovah, surpassing outward display and guarding the heart from vanity. Beauty compared to creation keeps praise wholesome, not sensual. We learn to appreciate spiritual traits, not trends. Families and couples who speak this way protect dignity, foster gratitude, and keep affection within Jehovah's boundaries, strengthening unity and joy in the congregation. Perfect. Continuing the table to reach 26 total gems. Here are the next 14 entries. Song of Solomon 4:2-4:15, matching the same format and tone. Song of Solomon 4:2. Your teeth are like a flock of newly shorn sheep that have come up from being washed, all of them bearing twins, and not one has lost her young. Order, cleanliness, and completeness suggest disciplined speech and integrity. A faithful servant guards words, keeping them pure and well-aligned with truth. When our bite is clean, counsel is gentle and nourishing, not harsh. Jehovah values communication shaped by study, prayer, and modesty. Not one missing implies consistency. We avoid double standards and sarcasm that injure unity. In congregation life, reliable, measured speech fosters trust. By keeping our words clean, we preserve peace, heal small offenses quickly, and make our ministry winsome, reflecting Jehovah's kindness in everyday interactions. Song of Solomon 4:3. Your lips are like a scarlet thread, and your speech is delightful. Like a segment of pomegranate are your cheeks behind your veil. Attractive speech is restrained by modesty. Behind your veil. We cultivate pleasant words without showiness. Our message gains power from purity, not spectacle. Jehovah's organization trains us to speak with grace, keeping motives clean, so encouragement strengthens faith rather than drawing attention to self. Pomegranate hints at richness within boundaries. Wise self-restraint protects dignity, keeps courtship chaste, and preserves peace. In teaching, We combine warmth with structure, accurate doctrine, kind tone, clear application. Such balance dignifies listeners and keeps affection and praise within Jehovah's safe arrangement. Song of Solomon 4:4. Your neck is like the Tower of David, built with courses of stone, upon which are hung 1,000 shields, all the circular shields of the mighty men. A dignified neck reflects willing submission to right headship. Strength with adornment shows courage guided by loyalty. We hang shields by gathering experiences, scriptures, and counsel that defend hope. Jehovah provides structure, so our courage stands firm under pressure without becoming stubbornness. Courses of stone suggest patient building. We add habits, meeting attendance, study, ministry, layer on layer. Over time, such fortifications protect conscience from trends and ridicule. A calm, upright bearing says we trust Jehovah's arrangement, keeping our dignity while treating others with gentleness and respect. Song of Solomon 4:5. Your two breasts are like two fawns, the twins of a gazelle, that feed among the lilies. Tender imagery conveys nurture within purity, among the lilies. Spiritually, mature Christians provide gentle nourishment to newer ones. Affection is protective, not impulsive. Jehovah values care that is modest, patient, and safe, strengthening faith without awakening feelings or expectations out of season. Balance matters. Warmth guided by wisdom. Shepherds and families offer spiritual milk at the right pace, preserving holiness. In courtship, tenderness remains disciplined. In congregation life, kindness stays principled. Such guarded affection upbuilds, avoids offense, and keeps hearts peaceful before Jehovah. Song of Solomon 4:6. Until the day grows breezy and the shadows flee, I will go my way to the mountain of myrrh and to the hill of frankincense. Moving toward myrrh and frankincense pictures worship that continues until darkness lifts. We keep prayer, praise, and service steady while awaiting relief. Jehovah notices faith that persists in shadowed seasons, turning waiting time into fragrant devotion that strengthens endurance and clarifies perspective. The decision, I will go, shows agency. We choose holy routines even when emotions lag. Such choices anchor hope and keep anxiety from ruling. When morning comes, we're already near Jehovah. Persevering worship trains the heart to love righteousness more than immediate comfort or visible results. Song of Solomon 4:7. You are altogether beautiful, my beloved. There is no blemish in you. Covenant love sees the whole person through a clean lens. Spiritually, Jehovah views loyal worshipers with mercy, counting them blameless through Christ. This dignifying view helps us shed shame and serve with joy, not paralysis, enabling steady progress in holiness and ministry. We imitate this dignifying gaze. In families and congregation, we highlight growth, not catalog flaws. Affirmation inspires further faithfulness. Balanced encouragement, truthful yet hopeful, reflects Jehovah's compassion, helping discouraged ones aguantar con fe and keep pursuing the beautiful pattern of godly living. Song of Solomon 4:8. Come with me from Lebanon, my bride. Descend from the peak of Amana, from the peak of Senir, the peak of Hermon, from the lairs of lions, from the mountains of leopards. Leaving lofty, risky heights pictures departing from proud or hazardous environments. Love invites safety. Jehovah calls us from impressive but perilous pursuits to secure paths. True romance respects spiritual protection, choosing environments that favor conscience and calm, not ego or thrill. Come with me emphasizes companionship in obedience. Couples and families relocate habits together, media choices, schedules, friendships, toward peace. By exiting layers, we reduce avoidable temptation. Trust grows when decisions prioritize holiness over public image. keeping unity strong under Jehovah's protective care. Song of Solomon 4:9. You have captured my heart, my sister, my bride, with one glance of your eyes, with one pendant of your necklace. A single loyal glance carries power. Modest signals of faith and respect deepen trust more than bold displays. Spiritually, small daily obediences, timely prayer, punctuality, clean speech, win hearts. Jehovah values quiet fidelity that beautifies the inner person over attention-seeking gestures. My sister, my bride, joins family affection with covenant honor. We treat fellow believers as family even in courtship, protecting boundaries. Simple tokens, a pendant, mirror consistent character. When we cherish small proofs of loyalty, love becomes secure, principled, and resilient under Jehovah's oversight. Song of Solomon 4:10. How beautiful your expressions of affection are, my sister, my bride. Your expressions of affection are far better than wine, and the fragrance of your perfume than any spice. Affection surpassing wine suggests joy without intoxication, delight within discipline. Jehovah's ways make love sweet and clear-minded. Spiritual warmth grows from shared worship, not mere chemistry. Such affection stabilizes families and energizes service, making our homes restful bases for kingdom activity. Fragrance implies influence that lingers. Our kindness should refresh congregational life long after words fade. By weaving gratitude, hospitality, and prayer into routines, we create wholesome atmospheres where young ones and newcomers sense safety, dignity, and zeal for sacred service to Jehovah. Song of Solomon 4:11. Your lips, my bride, drip with comb honey. Honey and milk are under your tongue, and the fragrance of your garments is like the fragrance of Lebanon. Honey and milk picture nourishing sweetness. Mature believers teach with clarity and warmth, not bitterness. Truth tastes good when delivered kindly. Jehovah blesses teachers whose tone makes accurate doctrine accessible, helping listeners embrace clean living with gladness rather than fear. Garments fragrant like Lebanon indicate a reputation shaped by consistent holiness. Private habits scent public influence. When our attire of conduct is Christ-like at home and in ministry, counsel is gladly received. The organization benefits when teachers pair accuracy with humility and empathy. Song of Solomon 4:12. My sister, my bride is like a locked garden, a spring sealed shut. A locked garden signifies chastity and boundaries. Purity protects value and peace. We honor Jehovah by keeping intimacy within marriage and guarding emotional doors before it. Sealed springs keep refreshment clean, preventing casual access that would pollute conscience or awaken desire prematurely. Boundaries are not cold walls. They are wise stewardship. Couples and singles set clear limits, devices, schedules, settings, to preserve holiness. Such guarding yields true freedom, calm hearts, trusted relationships, and joyful worship. Jehovah dignifies those who cherish purity as a precious trust, not a restriction. Song of Solomon 4:13. Your shoots are a paradise of pomegranates with the choicest fruits, with henna along with spikenard plants. Growth within the garden points to cultivated virtues, patience, loyalty, self-control. Paradise imagery shows variety under order. In Jehovah's organization, gifts mature when pruned by counsel and nourished by study. We pursue excellence that serves others, not display that seeks praise. Choicest fruits invite intentional development. We assess strengths and gaps, then plan service, auxiliary pioneering seasons, hospitality, return visits. As we diversify plantings, the congregation is fed. Fruitfulness under headship turns personal talent into communal blessing, honoring the giver rather than the gardener. Song of Solomon 4:14. Spikenard and saffron, cane and cinnamon, with all sorts of trees of frankincense, myrrh and aloes, along with all the finest perfumes. A catalogue of spices suggests layered maturity. Christians blend virtues through time and testing. Diverse experiences, sorrow, joy, correction, become ingredients. Jehovah crafts a balanced fragrance in those who keep serving, so their presence calms disputes and draws the discouraged toward hope. All the finest perfumes points to ongoing refinement. We review habits, remove what dulls our scent, resentment, impatience, harsh tones. By inviting feedback from elders and family, we keep improving. Such teachability makes our influence gentle yet strong, a steady comfort to the flock. Song of Solomon 4:15. You are a garden spring, a well of fresh water, and flowing streams from Lebanon. Springs refresh because they're fed from higher sources. Our usefulness depends on steady intake from Jehovah, scripture, prayer, meetings. When supplied from above, we don't run dry. We can comfort others without burnout, offering counsel that is cool, clear, and Christ-like. Flowing water moves outward. Healthy spirituality seeks people, not applause. We carry relief to homes, return visits, and Bible studies. By sharing what Jehovah gives us, we keep the stream fresh, and the congregation thrives, hope renewed, zeal rekindled, and unity strengthened in daily life.